Hi guys, I'm Tara.
And I'm Casi.
And we are the Twins of Crypto. And every morning we come together to go through the charts with you to show you what we think is happening in the crypto markets right now.
Thank you guys so much for joining in today. And we really appreciate all the feedback that you guys are giving and how we can really make these better. And we really appreciate you guys sticking with us. And these videos are going to get better and better. So we just wanted to thank you guys. And we should probably get right into the video, right?
Yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so here we are on the Bitcoin chart and we're on the daily time frame. And Bitcoin has just lost the support now at this 236 at 62.3. And remember, we couldn't break above that 0.5 fib here at this resistance level at 64.6. I had mentioned that as long as we are under this level, we should still expect this 382 fib here at 55.2, because this level is that target fib for this entire correction, and Bitcoin has not hit that level yet. So this is what I'm expecting as long as we are, like I said, under 64.6. We do have a couple support levels on the way that we do need to pay attention to as well, which is where it is right now at 60.7 or 60.8, and then also that critical level that we've mentioned many times at 59.7. So these are levels that we have to watch for on the way down, and then if these do break, then we do have to prepare for that 55.2. There's something that I want to show you guys zoomed out a little bit to the weekly time frame, because Cassie, there's something that isn't lining up for me, because we know that this is on a wave 3, and that main wave 3 does have a target of 125,000. So the fact that this...
What do you mean we're on a wave 3?
We're on wave 3.
This is wave 4.
No, on the highest time frame, we're on a wave 3. So right here, we're expecting this to be a wave 3, which has a target of 125,000. Because if this was that full 5 wave set there, and then wave 2, this macro wave, or our highest time frame wave, is a wave 3. So the fact that our wave 5 is landing, then it would have already finished. It already hit that 618 for the fifth. Way down here, it wouldn't have made a new high. It would have only ended at 58. The 1618 is at 120,000.
Where?
I don't have it on here, but I can quickly put it on.
Oh, because I just want to see in that same fib where 618 is.
That's what I'm saying. It was at 58,000.
Okay.
So I'm just saying this because this 92.5 is way below that full target. When we reach this 618 extension, we could form a new high on the RSI. Then we'll project, a short-term retrace and then another new high to that 120,000. So I'm just pointing all this out here because the waves right now are not lining up with the highest time frame wave. So right now that full wave is falling very short of that full target. We don't have that bearish divergence yet, so we do know to expect a new high, but there's going to be some wave in this future as we start to track this that is going to throw us off a bit. And so I just want to call it
extended, because it does still clearly look like we're on the wave 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, right, like I said, right now the waves are in line, everything looks okay, but except for this final target, because that's way below where it's supposed to be. So I'm wondering if, like I said, when we come up to here, we have to pay attention to the RSI, because I'm wondering if it's going to form a new high at that point, and we'll know that it's not finished there. And it really shouldn't be anyway.
We should resist at that 618 is what I see.
I know, but I think we should resist there, but I don't see it as a fifth wave top. And we'll know when we get there, and obviously on the way up. But I'm just calling that out right now because this 5-wave structure is not lining up with that main wave. It's not bullish enough. So something's off a little bit with this.
I think we need to be careful holding on to that theory.
I mean, yeah, we're tracking the subways as they form, and I do think we're going to hit resistance here at 92.5 no matter what. I think we should prepare for a new high on the RSI at this level, or have it just keep extending, you know what I mean, until it hits that target. Because if we look back at this wave 3 right here, we never had that proper retrace for wave 2 at all. The wave 2s only hit that 382, or all of the retraces only came down to 382. And then it extended up past that 3618 extension to come up here. We just have to pay very close attention, I think, because like I said, one of these waves has to extend to get us to that full target. So let's just have Cassie zoom in a little bit into these subwaves to give you a closer look at what we're expecting.
So here we are on the Bitcoin 1 hour. You can see we are getting a break of this channel a little bit, and we are breaking down past that 236 level that we were hoping would be support. There really isn't much to go off of right now. This last low on the break technically was a similar strength, so you could say could be a bottom, but RSIs are really hard to read at trend lines. So be careful reading RSI divergences right at the trend line test like this. The signals of the strength gets a little messed up. But what we can see is that it did break down the support, and we are coming back up now to test as either resistance or support again. So that is definitely something I'm going to be looking out for in the next hour or so, is breaking back above this channel, or are we going to continue to hold this as resistance? And like Tara said, this last 382 at 55,000, which is the typical target for a wave 4, hasn't been touched yet. So if we do start to get really bearish, I'm sure that is the actual target that it's trying to get at. So let's just see what happens. We do have, I'm going to pull are these the retraces? Okay, so these are retrace levels here. We are hitting a 0.5 retrace, and we are below that 0.5 right now. And hopefully this doesn't turn to resistance. So like we always say, the 0.5 pivot fib will really help to let us know if we have bearish momentum or bullish momentum. And right now it looks like it's testing that, so we can't really claim either way at this point. But like I said, we do have somewhat of a start of a bullish bottom, if you want to call it that, with the strength being the same. So not necessarily bullish, but it wasn't a really bearish drop. So yeah, in the next few hours, let's just see what happens here at this trend line. If we break above and start to hold a support, that would be good. Otherwise, this could be resistance. And like Tar mentioned, that 382 could be next. If this is a new trend from this low, it is possible that we come down to that 60,000 and test too, because this would be a 618 here. So all of these levels are really pretty critical. And at this 0.5, it is trying to start to build a bullish bottom, but we could need this lower one or even down here.
Yeah, because I mean, Ethereum is already at that 618. So Ethereum did look like it was on 2. And that 618 there that you have, Cass, is right in line with that higher time frame, 597 or 598 or so. Those subwaves are so unclear that it's like, guys, we can get support and resistances all day long, but it's really the waves that determine which one is the target. And when there isn't any subwaves to go off of, we really just have these levels as a guide as it continues on in the market. So
and the RSI. So if we have really unclear waves, we have the RSI to go off.
Yep. It does almost look like this is a wave C though, from that B top in the subwave.
Well, so it came, I had that 101, but remember it broke. That's the bottom of the green box.
Yeah.
We can put our 1.236. Because sometimes that's a target for C. And look, it's right at the 0.5.
0.5, yeah. So it is very
So
possible
this could be
because
our
of that
C,
bullish. Yeah.
which is like this, is what we're saying.
That is definitely very possible because it looks like a 5-wave structure and then an ABC correction for sure from that last low.
If this is the wave 2 and complete with this ABC and we start to regain support, then we would expect a large wave 3 up, which would break new highs. So this would start to really form that 5th wave. So the target would be 75,270.
Yeah.
So if we don't make a new low here. So that's what we're watching out for on Bitcoin.
All right, let's get to Ethereum then. Okay, so here we are on Ethereum and we're on the daily time frame. And Ethereum is right at that 618 support level that we had been mentioning to you guys for a couple days now. We believe that this is subwave 2 on Ethereum of our new trend, which does have that 618 target there at 2971, which is exactly where the price is right now. And again, Ethereum's 382 support level is right here at 3115. So just like on Bitcoin, this is that typical target for this entire correction. Ethereum has already hit that, but Bitcoin has not. So I think that might be what the holdup is right now. A good sign for us would be if we can climb back up above that 3,115 level and hold that again as support. So that's something that we're going to be continuing to look out for in the next few days, is climbing back up above that level and also back up above that price MA. So let's just have Casi zoom in here and give you a closer look at the subwaves and show you what we're expecting.
Okay, so here's Ethereum 1 hour, and you can see this was our nice bounce off that 618 target we talked about in yesterday's update, and we are getting a nice bullish bottom as it's approaching these levels. So I do think that this was our ABC. What we can do is zoom out a little bit and get our wave 3 target. If we don't make a new low below the 2942, then we could expect a wave 3 up. I'm just going to start at our low here at 2815, up to the high at 3200, down to that low that it just made at 2941. So our next large subwave out of here looks like it's targeting either that 3600 area or 4000. Neither one gets us to a new high, so this could really extend. I think these would be our extension targets here. So we're looking at 3600, 4000, and 4400 as the next large wave targets. So yeah, I wanted to call that out.
Yeah, so as long as we hold this level here at this 618, that's what we should be expecting, is that wave 3 next. Bitcoin isn't at its 618 yet, which is at that 598 level or so. And so I'm just really curious. Like we always find out that Ethereum does seem to be following its waves nicely, and then it gets tossed around with Bitcoin.
Yeah, and also like a little bit more context too. So this was the 5th subwave extension that we measured out for this C. And you can see it didn't exactly reach that C target, but landed at the 5th wave target. And from there, we've been measuring pretty much a new trend. So thinking a wave 1 and potentially a wave 2 down to these targets that we're at now. So I just wanted to kind of point out what we're thinking in the larger term, what's going on. That's why the C is down here. That's why the 5 is here, because we are measuring that large C wave coming down. We really need to just break out of these levels, and hopefully we see that soon.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's get over to XRP then. Okay, so here we are on XRP on the daily time frame, and XRP is currently sitting right at that 382 support level at 515, and it did cross down below its MA just a little bit. So this is something that we have to watch for as we head into the rest of the week and even the weekend, is hopefully XRP can hold this level and get back up above its MA, because it did lose that MA as support as well. And I don't, like we mentioned yesterday, I don't believe that XRP is headed for a new low. You can see that the RSI is trending up, which means that it is building some type of support with these levels. And we just need to see the price climb back up, back into that triangle, and hold this bottom level as support. And we still have yet to see that, because it's broken a couple times and has lost that support as well. And so that's where we're sitting right now. That next support is around 497 or so, which is that 0.5 fib. So if we do lose this level, like I said, I don't believe we're going to come back down to a new low, but these are definitely going to be significant at around 497 or 48 cents or so. So that's kind of what I'm expecting in XRP, is just to possibly range sideways a little bit until Bitcoin is ready, until we really get that breakout that we need. So let's just have Casi zoom in here and give you a closer look at what's going on.
Okay, so here we are on the XRP 1 hour. This 382 level is what I talked about yesterday, and us potentially coming down to that as support. And we are really close to that. You can see it hasn't exactly touched. That price is at 50 cents 5. I literally don't know how to say that.
50 and a half cents.
50 and a half cents. Yeah, so it hasn't touched that yet, but we are starting to build a bullish bottom on the 1 hour. So it is still possible we get a touch and keep this RSI. So I can't really see it coming down this close to the 382 and not touching, but we've seen weirder things. So like Tara mentioned, ultimately what we're looking for is this just to come back and reclaim this triangle and hold. I'm not expecting it to come down to any of these other supports anymore. I'm really thinking that we're going to get our break really soon back into the triangle. And you can see this is really a channel of a bullish channel that it's trying to keep. So there really isn't much to go off of with not very many waves, but we do have that large support. Our resistance is still at 53 cents. And then our support, again, like I said, is at 50 cents and a half. Yeah, I think that's really it. Nothing has changed much on XRP. We're still waiting for it to make some moves, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.